Let's have our teams join up the lobby as I head into my spectator mode. Piranhas on the blue side, Fantastic Four on the orange side. Major matchup, match day 8, game number 1 of our 4-game series coming out now. And immediately I'm looking for faster play here as we are, what is that, 4 or 5 ranks above contender, what we were just watching tonight.
I believe it is Champ 2, Champ 3 sort of gameplay that we'll be looking at here with the major tier.
We're looking for good stuff as Lockdown is able to fake one on the back wall, get it past 2, carry the air dribble, set up Salty Bikini in the midfield, but PM makes a hell of a save. 9 now. Challenging Poppy Tony in the corner. He wins it, and Salty Bikini comes in for an easy goal. When a teammate wins a 50 like that, you just gotta be there to put it home, and that's exactly what happens here for the blue side. Already up 1-0, 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I think that the Fantastic Four thought that they were going to win that 50-50, and there was just nobody back. Easy open goal.
Lockdown once again winning that ball off the kickoff. Tony trying to set up Resin, who puts a good ball on net, a bouncer, forces 9 to use a lot of boost. Salty Bikini also doesn't think he has it. So that's 2 players for blue now who use a lot of boost jumping up for that ball. Lockdown trying to slow play it, let his teammates rotate back. He's able to do so, not getting it past Resin though, so 9 needs to come up and make a play. Unable to keep that ball close to himself. As Lockdown puts it away once again. Poppy Tony doesn't put that one on target, puts it in the opposite corner, so you have to think that the play might be done for them there, but blue team is unable to clear it effectively, so once again we've got Lockdown on the wall trying to make a play and relieve this pressure here. 9 wins a great ball in the midfield. He's carrying this one. Almost puts it on target, but Poppy Tony able to get up fast enough to block his shot. Lockdown and Salty Bikini trying to combine now. Lockdown turns it in more of a solo play and unable to generate a shot on that one. 9 now trying to dribble the entire orange team. Resin does not get faked by it as he carries this one into the corner. He's now got to beat 9 so his teammate can take a shot. But 9 is winning some decent challenges in the corner, able to get it to Lockdown for a boomer of a clear. And already we see the pace of play so fast on the counterattack. Lockdown able to put this one off the corner for himself and tap it home over the defense.
Fantastic Four just don't have anybody back there, and Poppy Tony was just a little slow on that challenge. Another great shot for Piranhas.
Third man had to challenge early, and therefore there was nobody back for that one. It was a foot race, and Lockdown showed that he was fast enough to win it. As now the orange side is trying to put on some more pressure coming here off the kickoff. Poppy Tony has a great shot opportunity and puts it right under the bar. Deadly accuracy coming out from that man.
That is the type of answer that this team needed there, and just not going to save that one. Absolutely not going to save it.
Lockdown says on me in the chat, blames himself for that one, says teammates don't get down. That's all me, I'll be there next time. So leadership already coming down out from Lockdown, both in his scoring and his quick chats. Lockdown now putting a great ball up to 9. 9 is able to get around it, and it comes off the post, right top corner. That was a beautiful passing play for a counterattack.
That was a crazy redirect. Upside down air roll shot, and put it in a place that made it really difficult for PM to save that one.
They're putting on a clinic here. The Piranhas are in the counterattack state of things. That was Lockdown's goal that he was able to clear it. And then once again, this pass down to 9 on the counterattack. They're being quick and efficient on the blue side, not letting the orange team gain their footing. As Resin wins a great ball, he needed to win that one because that looked like a scoreable opportunity there for blue once again. Poppy Tony puts it off the back wall to his teammate. Nobody there from blue to make the challenge, but both the orange players rush. Salty now is able to get it past 1. Resin with a beautiful save. Lockdown reads the ball and excellently turns it down towards the net. This man is shooting like nobody else on the pitch right now. 4-1 already, and we're only 3 minutes in.
That was a fantastic shot. Another one that's just really difficult to defend.
That was nuts, and we get to look at that sweet new goal explosion that you get winning with your tournament credits. That is a kickoff goal, 5-1, and by everybody stopped on the orange side, I think we're already thinking about a reset here. We've been bested in game 1, boys. I think it's time we recalculate our strategy and see what we can do to turn this one around next game, because 4 goals against this team who has already proven they are so deadly. I don't see them doing it.
No, I would have to agree. It just seems like the mental lapses are piling up, and unless we can see some optimism here, I would have to agree. It looks like the Piranhas have this one pretty much won.
I think Orange team needs a great team play, kind of like how Lockdown passed upfield to 9 and he put an excellent shot home. I think the Orange team needs some sort of team play for a goal that reignites their spirits here, as this might be it. Down to Resin. Unfortunately, not enough boost to keep up with that one, as it's instantly, once again, on the blue counterattack. 9 and Salty Bikini working together. Lockdown's going to take his time because he has no teammate to set up here. He's going to go for a solo play. Excellent air dribbles over 1, over 2, and in the back of the net. This man is simply on another level, ladies and gentlemen. You can't stop him.
Just crazy. I mean, I don't know how you're going to defend that, especially when everybody on the blue team here is, or I'm sorry, on the orange team is already kind of just mentally out of it for this game. That was a fantastic air dribble.
The general manager, Pith, is in the chat putting through these copy pastas. You'll love to see it. As 6-1 now, the only objective here is to get a Brazil or to not get Braziled, depending on which team you are on. Salty Bikini with a big win on the wall, gets it past 2. The PM is able to bail out his third man. Resin trying to take a stab at the net. Not going to get past the blue squad with that, however. Papi Tony puts it off the sidewall. He's going to try and go for it himself. He puts it on target. Doesn't curl inside the corner. His PM now puts it past to Resin. A boomer of a clear. Straight into the back of the net. And there's the Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Put your Brazils in the chat. It has happened. We go from low-scoring games, a 2-2 series, to immediately a 7-1 victory. Could even be more. They have 31 seconds to do it.
Yeah, at this
putting on a
point,
masterclass.
The Piranhas should absolutely not score again. You gotta just leave it at 7-1. That's what I always tell anybody I'm playing with. If you Brazil someone, you just leave it at that score.
Well, it looks like Salty Bikini is saying, we're on stream, I'm not doing anything of that. I'm going to go for air dribbles all day. As a demo comes out from Resin, but they're not able to keep up pressure enough to make it matter. So Salty Bikini is going to play this one out. Lockdown's going to settle it, not do anything fancy here. He's keeping it up, though. That's a demo on the goal line from 9. Doesn't bounce off the corner. Brazil here for the Piranhas in game number 1. And if you are the Fantastic Four, that is not what you want to see.
I was absolutely not expecting a 7-1 when looking at these two teams' stats, but the team plays coming out of the Piranhas are just undefendable, and the amount of shots, 14-7. I mean, they doubled the amount of shots that the Fantastic Four had. I mean, they're going to have to clean that up and at least get some shots on net in order for them to put up any sort of fight in game 2.
It was great. It was simply great. And I'm excited to see what the Piranhas are going to do here in game number 2. You know, you have to root for, you know, nice, intense games, I think, as a caster, because I think those are the most fun. You know, when games run away like that, yes, there might be a display of mechanical skill there, but, you know, I'm looking for the heated, intense moments, especially overtime. But, you know, if this series is going to be like that the rest of the way, I'm saying, you know, clip as many times as you can, boys. Turn on your GIF, your game, and go to town.
Absolutely. I want to see some team plays. Let's be honest. I really want to see some team plays by Piranha again. Those are a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, lockdown to 9 was absolutely beautiful. But right off the kickoff, Orange almost takes a stab at the net. 9 is able to get out in front of it. Passes directly to Salty Bikini mid. Tries to get it back to him. Can't get through PM, though. A beautiful save. Now lockdown coming off the sidewall. Able to read it. This man is in the air. And he's like a heat-seeking missile with the ball. It just goes toward the net. Unfortunately, it bounces off the crossbar on that one. That was almost the most dirty thing I've ever seen. Now Papi coming off the ceiling, unable to make contact. 9 with his own air dribble, maybe going for the flip reset, no boost in order to get it. So Resin now is dribbling it out of the corner. Lockdown chasing for demos. The Salty Bikini's up in the air. PM with a beautiful save puts it right to Resin at the midfield, unable to put that on target, but it's once again off the sidewall. PM can score this. Salty Bikini makes an excellent back post save. He's going to turn that with a mid-100 off the wall, try and turn it into a counterattack that we know that they're so good at. Resin 97 off the wall makes a good play, but that's 2 orange players out and not in the way of Lockdown. Almost cuts it in. Resin making huge plays on defense to start off game number 2.
And you notice a lot of the times, as soon as there is a 50, I always notice a blue player is already up. They're already beating the orange team up into the air and looking for a shot or looking for a pass to their teammate.
The speed right now coming out of the Piranhas seems to be unmatched, but we are still 0-0 here, and anything can happen. It takes that one goal, and everything can change. As PM and Resin, a little miscommunication there, lockdown, can't do anything with that. Poppy Tony now trying to beat Salty Bikini. He will, but it only goes down to 9. Unable to turn that into an orange counterattack. I might have spoken too soon, though, however. Resin off the back wall. Once again, nobody home in the midfield. They're too worried about that counterattack coming out, so it seems as though the third man is playing quite passive, which doesn't seem like the way you're going to beat this team. I think you might need to out-aggress them at this point. Poppy Tony now. Good win into the corner. PM's up for it. Dunks 9, but that's not going anywhere close to net. Resin has to waste a lot of boost trying to get to that one. Poppy Tony is now in an awkward spot. PM tries to make a shot, but it's too slow. And we've got half the game left to play. I like this play a lot more from the Fantastic Four, but it won't matter when Lockdown has a free shot at the net. He's gonna score those.
It's a right past PM. Another just really difficult shot and another passing play.
I think he has so much power because he is the only one in the lobby using a profile picture aligned with his franchise. He's repping that Toucan mascot, Toucan Sam, doing the work. An excellent fake on Poppy Tony, but Resin is there to get the demo and eliminate an absolute slew of, you know, you'd have to give Poppy Tony something for that. Getting absolutely juked there. Now Lockdown trying to do it once again. Resin, though, he's coming out clutch in defense, wins an excellent 50 all the way to the blue half, and they'll have to reset. Still doable here, though. Pre-flight, still definitely doable.
Absolutely. They're absolutely not out of it. They're defending a lot better, but that is really tough. Salty Bikini just putting that one in. Another little chip shot, and it's another double commit, unfortunately, on the offensive end for the Fantastic Four.
You don't want to see that. It's taking one ball. It takes one touch for the blue side to clear the ball, and the next touch just turns into a goal. It's incredible. And so it looks like, you know, I was trying to sing their praises over on the Fantastic Four, but they're simply getting outclassed at this point. They need some sort of culture shift here for game number 3, as I'm not trying to call it yet. It's absolutely doable with 122. These boys are major boys. They know how to play the game. They've just got to work together to slow down this blue team. Poppy now trying to take it out of the corner. A good pass to PM. He's going to try solo play of his own. Gets us over one. Can't read the double tap, though. Resin unable to get that shot on target. Poppy Tony getting stuck by Salty Bikini. And now here comes the counterattack. Lockdown is going to try to do it to him. He gets the flip reset. Gets it past one. Settles it on his car. Unable to backflip it past anyone. And now it's orange turn once again. Resin can't do much with it as PM needs to stuff Lockdown. He will. And now Resin's going to turn for it. He might get demoed here. 9 is able to shoot away and makes a great touch off the back wall. Lockdown. He's got an empty net in sight. He's not going to flip. He's not going to do anything. He's going to carry this one in. He's done with the flashy plays, ladies and gentlemen. He just wants to win.
You did start to see a few passing plays there by the Fantastic Four. I wonder if they're already thinking we need to start kind of practicing for the next couple of games here. But unfortunately, they just couldn't read that backboard.
You know, legend has it pre-flight that Lockdown taught Squishy Muffins how to shoot.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
So once again, this man is coming off of his own back wall, gets it past one like it's nothing, with low boost passing to Salty Bikini. Gets stuck by PM. This is good now. Take this 2v1, boys. Don't give up. Resin is unable to make contact with the ball. Poppy Tony gets a little delayed flip right there, but Salty Bikini, once again, there were two orange players right next to each other. He says, I see an empty net. You know, targets locked. I'm telling you, these guys are heat-seeking missiles. Change their name from Piranhas to F-16s because, you know, they're just shooting missiles out there and they're all going in. Poppy Tony will try for a flip resetty spaghetti here at the end of game number 2, but 4-0, keeping this ball alive. It's math, ladies and gentlemen. They're not doing it. And the Piranhas take game number 2, kind of looking like no end in sight here.
I think that game really showed more of the defensive side for the Piranhas. While there were only 4 shots, they were just able to take advantage of just some kind of weak touches there by the Fantastic Four. And there were a lot more either booming clears that went in or a lot more just carrying it into the net because nobody was back.
I'm thoroughly impressed. They have come out guns blazing. And, you know, I'd put money on them at this point, maybe to take the sweep. I'm quite confident here.
I'd have to agree with you. There's no stream jitters at all from the Piranhas.
They came here to play. I don't know if they knew, you know, 2 weeks ago that they'd be stomping this hard, but, you know, there might be some Nostradamus level stuff here. As we wait for the team to or both teams to join for game number 3 here, you need a dramatic change up of play style here for Orange. You know, at this point, you know, you can't play passive and be afraid of the booming clears. You just need to trust that you're fast enough. I think the only way to mitigate this kind of play style from Blue is just to get in their face. You know, you can't air dribble and slow play and get around people if you're challenging early. So that's what I'm looking for the Orange team to do now. You have to get in their grills. You need to challenge them early. Don't let them get the mechanical plays by stopping them as soon as they're jumping. So we'll see if they can do that here in game number 3. As immediately Resin carrying this one out of his half. That's 2 blue players committing. Poppy Tony is left on an island. He's able to make the stop from 1, but he simply can't do it all, folks, as 9 is able to put the rebound home.
It's another situation where there's just nobody back. Third man had challenged, and it's just a wide open net for 9. The blue team is just everywhere and anywhere.
I'm not seeing a throw. I'm not seeing it. The orange squad is going to have to earn it, and that's exactly what they do here for PM. They win this kickoff handily, capitalize on Salty Bikini's whiff. And, you know, these players are no touches. They will score on you if you give them the opportunity.
It's definitely a moral victory for Fantastic Four. They really needed that after getting shut out in the last game.
Big. We're immediately at a tied game. If you can equalize right away, it's got to be a morale booster, but we need to make sure we're rotating properly on defense. Don't give them anything for free like that, as PM and Resin miscommunication, trying to pass to him, and Resin was just too far to the side of it, has to loop around, wasn't reading that his teammate was laying it off with a soft touch, and, you know, you will get scored on for that at this rank. Boys are fast enough to do it to you.
That was a crazy touch by Salty Bikini. I don't think he had any boost, and he was able to get the smallest touch and get it right over the Fantastic Four defenders.
They're truly doing it to him, ladies and gentlemen. However, PM here and Poppy Tony have a chance. Now Resin to equalize once again. They did it quickly the last time. Can they make this one 2-2 before doubt starts to settle in? That's an excellent challenge from Poppy Tony. You bump Lockdown so he's not able to make that solo play. And you see they're all counting on Lockdown making the solo play, so Resin is able to get that free ball even with his teammates with. Now Poppy Tony challenging Lockdown early once again. That's exactly what you want to do. Resin getting stuffed at midfield, but PM is up. Wins it. Both orange players seem to be without boost, so they're turning around. They don't want to go for this. Poppy Tony now off the sidewall. That's a great center ball. Somebody's got to get in there. It's Resin but he's playing too far back. There seems to be a miscommunication about who wants to stop the long ball, as there seems to be only one man on offense at a time. Tony now unable to connect, but he gets a beautiful pass up from PM. Can't connect on it. That would have almost certainly been a goal, as I doubt Lockdown was going to be there to read that. Now with the solo play, off the wall and over one, Tony reads it. He's able to get it past one himself. 9 with a beautiful stop, but PM is going to keep it dangerous. Resin now needs to stay back for that long clear, and it happens to go right to him. A free ball for Tony, but he's unable to get that to a teammate or put it in the net, so 9 will have a free save and start working the counterattack. Stuffs PM at midfield, so now it's a 2v2 coming down the orange side. Resin with a beautiful stop bumps his teammate, but PM is still able to get a good touch on it. Out of the corner, set up Tony. Salty Bikini with excellent backboard defense. Salty Bikini now doing it itself, carrying it to 9. He gets a shot opportunity, but he's stuffed by PM. And Resin clears it back to midfield with 2:10 left to play. Orange team is hanging in this one.
Definitely are, but I'm starting to notice they're just not looking for those quality shots, the Orange team. It just seems like they're not finding those shots.
It seems obvious at this point that the blue team has the mechanical skill to absolutely, get it past one man consistently every time. This needs to be a team effort, as Resin is once again trying to put it upfield for Tony. He goes for the boost steal and still wins it over Lockdown. 9 is now stretched out. Lockdown putting it to Resin. Set up your teammate. Don't try a solo play. He gets it past 1 with a fake. Resin centers it back again. PM going for the bump. Unable to connect, and now 9 pinches it upfield to Lockdown, who's going to try and doink it past 2. It won't even get past the first man, as Resin is able to clear it out of the zone. 1:15 here left to play, as Tony gets a decent opportunity to maybe take the rebound on net, but he wasn't reading that Lockdown would just feed it right back to him. Lockdown now with the solo play, can't dunk Resin. Man is having a good game on defense. Can they turn it around on offense, though? Putting it up to PM, who might have low boost. Tony needs to race back for this one now. Gets the save, and the orange team needs to start over once again. 50 seconds left. Do you think they can do it?
I think if they've been able to keep it this close for the last 4 minutes, then all they need is just one good shot here, and they should be able to do it.
And it might come off of this. Unfortunately, 9 gets a great touch. Resin with another one mid, but both Poppy and PM were just pushed up too far in the wrong spots and unable to capitalize from a great pass. And so now Resin is going to try and get it past 9 himself. PM needs to win this one big, unable to do so. So Tony is going to try and come mid. PM is trying to help. Resin is trying to help. It seems like they're flying by the seat of their pants at the moment with no clear strategy. PM gets stuffed by 9 at midfield, a dangerous one that all 3 orange players need to rush back to, and with 2 seconds left, unless they're taking this coast to coast, I don't think they're doing it. And Tony can't keep it up, so that is game for the Piranhas.
It seemed like the big difference maker there was the Piranhas' ability to get some really quality defensive touches and just completely shutting down any opportunities the Fantastic Four had. They definitely had more shots and more opportunities, but the defensive clears by the Piranhas just really were showcased there.
True that. And it seems as though with Tony leaving the match, either there might be a car change up and he doesn't have his presets labeled, or we might be looking at somebody new joining the Comic Crusaders to try and secure a game number 4. As we head into our last match of tonight's stream, I just want to shout out everybody in chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. This is RSC Season 9. What a wonderful season it has been. If you would like to join the RSC as we cater to all ranks, you may hit !Discord for Nightbot to give you that link to the Discord. Hop on over there, figure out what's going on, join our lovely community. And I want to shout out everybody who makes this possible, everybody who volunteers their time. We don't do it for money, folks. We do it for the love of the game. And I want to thank you, Pre-Flight, for joining me. First time we've been casting together. I'm having a wonderful time.
Absolutely, me too. I'm very thankful to be able to do this with you here, 2K. And as we go into this last game, I'm just hoping that maybe the Fantastic Four can squeak out a win, at least make it as competitive as that last game was.
We'll hope so, as it seems as though from off the bench, the man, the myth, the legend, Two Testicles is coming in hot. Ready, set, go on game number 4. Last match of the night of this 4-man series. Piranhas looking for the sweep. And Fantastic Four looking for the roster move to make a difference and secure them one game tonight. PM covering his teammate excellently as the ball heads to the corner. All orange players are there, but Resin is able to mitigate pressure. Not get it past Salty Bikini, though. As a dangerous ball comes mid-lockdown, unable to get around on the first touch. Can't beat PM on the second either. Resin off the back wall, a beautiful clear. Trying to follow it up himself. He settles it, tries to put it to PM a little fast so PM can't put it on target. Another one off the back wall, but it seems as though Two Testicles is trying to work it in slowly as he takes a good shot, forcing Lockdown to jump for it. Resin now keeping it in the zone. PM a little turnaround, trying to keep this one in. He ends up passing right back to Salty Bikini, who puts it forward to 9. Can't beat Two Testicles there on the wall. Lockdown puts it back to PM with a wonderful save, clearing it right out of the zone. But here comes that counter attack. You know the boys have got it in them. Resin, awkward for him, asking for help from his teammate. 9 puts it off the corner, trying to set up Lockdown. Doesn't happen. Salty Bikini now. Trying to put it over the defense through the corner. He'll give up on it because he knows he doesn't have boost for it. Resin now putting it past 2. This is a 2v2 as 9's rotating back, unable to get it past Salty Bikini as he grabbed that corner 100. PM now with a beautiful shot. Nobody was expecting it. Right over 9, and the third man couldn't get to it. That's 1-0 for the first time. Fantastic Four have the lead.
And that is finally somebody following up a defensive clear by the Piranha. A really great shot there by PM to put it up on the top shelf as well.
Thoroughly impressed here is, I don't know if you can say it's the roster move because it was the 2 teammates that have already been out there combining on that play, but you might feel a different energy there in comms as Two Testicles wins a great 50 at the midfield, and Resin is able to put it on. Resin 97 with the second goal of the game. They're now up 2-0.
Now we're starting to see, maybe that was not an intended pass, but we are starting to see some passing plays. And I think maybe that's just the thing that they needed in order to at least get one game here in the series.
And if you're Pith now, you're a little worried. Are you actually going to get beaten by Two Testicles? We'll find out here. As Lockdown coming through the corner. 9 and him both committing for that ball, so nobody's passing to either one. PM now on the counterattack. Gets it over the man midfield, able to steal the corner boost. That's big. Testicles getting dunked by 9. PM demoed on the back line. Resin jumped early, and Lockdown can't get on top of it. Two Testicles now able to clear it downfield with a great 50-50 win. If Resin can get to this, Lockdown is awkward. He puts it off the corner for PM. PM has scored those once before, but he skies that one high. 2 now keeping it in the zone. Resin gonna get that one mid. Lockdown is stuck back post, and unfortunately Resin can't get around on that one either. That's 2 shots that he really wants to put on target. 9 calls out PM like nothing I've seen before. He jumps for a ball that 9 had no interest in hitting, but it's still in the blue zone. Can't hype him up too much just yet. As 2 wins a good ball. Salty Bikini with his first whiff, I think, in this entire series. PM keeping it in the zone. And this is much better pressure playing on top of their game here. Fantastic Four in game number 4 as they put another one over the crossbar. Nobody can get up to it as Two Testicles puts that one home.
Another great passing play. And yeah, I was just going to say, the amount of pressure that Fantastic Four is putting on is incredible. It seems like the roster switch might have worked.
This man has reinvigorated the offense, as now the Piranhas, who started off this series tonight Braziling the Fantastic Four, are now on the receiving end of a 3-0 game with only a minute 30 left to play. They need to score every 30 seconds to take this one back. Lockdown. Can't put that one on target. Salty Bikini, another miss. It seems as though the blue team is actually flustered here. They don't know what to do now that they're down 1 game, or down 3 goals, excuse me. Lockdown, leaving it for Salty, but 2 Testicles is quicker to the ball. PM now coming off of his own corner with a good bump on Lockdown, which might give Resin a chance to win the ball. Unfortunately, can't get it through 9. Now Salty Bikini puts it down as 9 goes for the demo, but unable to connect, so this one will not be scoreable from blue. As I say that, 9 wins a great ball. There's nobody in net. Lockdown just needs to come around on it, and he does. 57 seconds left, down by 2. You can't help with thinking that this might still be doable for the blue side.
With the amount of passing plays that they're able to pull off, it is certainly doable. And if they keep double committing like that, it might just happen.
Seems as though these are brand new teams for both teams out here in this game number 4. Nobody is playing how they were the past 3 games. As now Bump's coming out and Resin is able to take a free ball out of the corner. Can't pass it mid for PM though. Is Lockdown with a boomer of a clear. It's awkward for Testicles. Can somebody get around on it? Lockdown puts it up. Resin with an excellent double jump save. Salty keeping it in the zone. Double taps it. 9 can just put this home. But no, Testicles with the excellent save. And now PM trying to put this one mid to his boy. Lockdown stuffs it in the corner. PM trying to do it again. Rotate out, sir. You're putting Resin in an awkward spot. Lockdown. He's up for this one, trying to dish either 9 or Salty. It goes to Salty. 2 men up for the orange side. This is an empty net. Lockdown just put it home. He can't get to it fast enough as Resin beats him to it for the save. And with 4 seconds left, they needed that one to even have a chance here. 0 seconds into the floor. The sweep dream is dead. Fantastic Four come away with game number 4, almost like it's scripted with their name.